Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 2 in the NFL preseason right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com covering a ton of games with us. I'm very thankful for it, and you should be too, because he's given us great analysis and, of course, more importantly, winners. 10-4 against the spread in his 14 games that he covered with us in Week 1 of the NFL preseason. Joe Duffy, thanks so much for being back with us.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. It's been a lot of fun over the past few years with you guys.
10-4 against the spread in Week 1. Covered all those games. Thank you so much for all the time you put into it, all your thoughts, and all your winners. Joe Duffy, quickly give a plug for OffshoreInsiders.com before we get into analysis of Buffalo and Pitt.
Yeah, old timers should remember me from the score phone days of the 1980s, where people used to call the old 976-1313 numbers is really where I got my start. And I keep saying I've been a full-time handicapper since 1988. That's true, but I actually paid my way through college by working for the old Dial Sports score phone. So I've been in the business since, I guess it's 86, but full-time since 88, and get my picks at my home for about the last 7-8 years has been OffshoreInsiders.com.
All right, Joe. Pittsburgh is a 2-point favorite right now, and that line has gone up a bit from -1. The total is 40, and last week again you were 10-4 against the spread with your picks. Pitt lost by 3 to the Giants, and that was one of your losers. I'm sorry, they lost by 4. The line was 3, so that was one of your losers. Buffalo beating Carolina was one of your winners, though, and I like Pittsburgh as well. And that one looked like they might cover for a while. And I think our reasoning was that Pittsburgh, of course, had a terrible preseason last year and then got off to a terrible start to the regular season. And they've made some changes. They have a lot more speed on their team this year. So, I guess we were thinking that maybe they'd be looking to sort of get off to a different kind of preseason this year. Didn't happen in Game 1. Game 2, will it happen? Maybe so. The line certainly has moved in that direction. Do you like Pitt -2 here?
Yeah, no, I am definitely leaning towards the Steelers, and this is one of those where I have my outlaw line where the Steelers should be laying 3, and especially when you go off of 3 or on to 3, that is the biggest key number in all of sports, going off or on 3 in the NFL or college football for that matter. Yeah, what we did say is that Mike Tomlin had said wisely so that he wasn't that much worried about winning in the preseason, so he wasn't going to make any coaching moves to really put more of an emphasis on winning, but he did challenge his players to play with a lot more intensity in the preseason than they have last year. And I do think, like I said, especially after the start the Steelers got off to last year, I think there's a minor sense of urgency. But better than that, finally, it looks like Ryan Shazier, their first-round draft pick, is going to be playing. Now, why is that big? Well, not only, first-round draft pick, but Pittsburgh's pretty excited about thinking they have rebuilt their defense, and he's really kind of the anchor of the rebuilding process. So as you said, Steelers came pretty darn close to covering last week, and I do think that, they do have their young players. They should have their young talent, which is supposed to rebuild the team, especially on defense. I think there's going to be a teeny bit of sense of urgency, and I think this line is just a little bit too low. I'm ecstatic that it's below 3, so we will go with the Steelers.
All right, that is the way that I'm leaning as well. Pittsburgh -2, and Pittsburgh is actually 7-2 straight up against Buffalo in the preseason historically. I know that doesn't mean very much for this one, but it is worth noting, and I'm going to agree with you. Pittsburgh -2. Thanks so much, Joe.